Greetings, beautiful people. I hope that you're all well. So, I'm channeling quite hard for this upcoming 666 portal. And for those of you that don't know what 666 portal represents, 666, well, 6 in general, is the number for pure and unconditional love. So, this portal is going to feel either absolutely amazing, or for some of you that are pushing up against it, it's going to bring a lot into perspective, especially when it comes to relationships, not just romantic relationships, but all relationships of all kind. But for a majority of people, this is not about relationships with anybody else but yourself. This is going to activate your upper and lower heart chakra. Now, for anybody that's ever sort of taken psychedelics and crossed the veil, they know what kind of love I'm talking about, because you rarely get to feel that kind of euphoria on the 3D unless you are super conscious, or you're somebody who's been meditating and can put themselves in that really zen space of love. Then it's pretty rare for people to have felt that depth of love here. And the only way that I can describe it truly is freedom. It's the freedom of expectation, the freedom of just knowing that who you are and what you are is enough. Knowing that the ways that you love yourself is the ways that other people are going to love you back. See, what people have got very twisted, and this is also for the twin flames out there. Twin flames seem to be very conditioned on this plane to believe that union is with their other half, with their person. What a lot of people don't seem to be grasping the concept of is that the twin flame journey is about nobody but you. It's not about you coming into union with another person. This is about you and your self-love, bringing into conscious awareness of your boundaries, how you expect to be treated, how you want to be treated. And the question that the divine is bringing up to me the loudest right now is, do you treat yourself in the same manner? And this doesn't even have to just be twin flame relationships. This is any relationship in general. The ways that you expect somebody else to treat you, do you treat yourself in that manner? The ways that you expect other people to love you, do you love yourself in that manner? Do you honor yourself? Do you give yourself time to rest and replenish and relax? Or are you constantly always on the go, constantly on burnout? Do you love yourself enough to give yourself that time and space? Do you also love yourself enough to take yourself out? Take yourself on these trips that you want to so plan with the people that you love. Will you do that by yourself? Do you love yourself to a degree where you understand what you will and will not accept? Or do you, if you get rejected by somebody, end up beating yourself up and putting yourself into a space where you almost feel like a victim? This is all the stuff that the divine is bringing forth, because, as I said, unconditional love is not about anybody else. Unconditional love is about you. And it's about bringing together the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects that reside in whether you're a man or a woman or a dog. We've all got the yin and yang in us. We all have that balance inside of us. It's just that on this plane we have almost been taught to be hypermasculine, and some of that hypermasculinity is quite toxic, if I'm being honest with you, because it's all about, having this front and doing and thinking, and we're human beings. This is not about thinking. This is about being comfortable with yourself, being truly accepting of everything about yourself, no matter how good or bad you think it is. Because on the grand scheme of things, none of this actually matters. And there's only going to be a couple of people that really understand that. But all of this 3D stuff that goes on here, in the grand scheme of our eternal soul's purpose, it doesn't mean anything. These are just lessons that we are being taught over and over again. This is the spiral that helps us go round and round, and with each round we go through, we gain conscious awareness. We gain more of a perspective about who we are. We gain more understanding of what love is, what true unconditional love is. That's what this journey is teaching us. So when we're thinking of unconditional love, the divine, especially for the twins, they're telling me especially for the twins. Think to yourself throughout your journey, if you have honored yourself through the journey and been nice to yourself. And if you haven't been nice to yourself, because things haven't worked out and things haven't panned out the way that you want them to be, did it make you feel like a failure? And why does it make you feel like a failure? Because what you have to understand is that this whole journey, not just a twin flame journey, but especially the twin flame journey, this whole journey is about learning about you and your heart. This is not about another person and what makes them happy. This is about you and what makes you happy. This is about your boundaries and what you're willing to accept. This isn't about another person. This is also the time where, if you really do struggle with love and the concept of love, especially receiving love, start to meditate, breathe into yourself, go into nature, give gratitude. Okay. So they're saying also to be around young children, because young children have open hearts, and if they're under 7 years old, they bring this air of innocence that can only be found in the divine, because their third eye is open, they're very sensitive, they're very loving, and they have that playful spirit, that we all once had, that some of us have been conditioned out of, and some of us are trying to find again. So this is just a message to be really, really nice to yourself. Take yourself out. Be nice to yourself. Discern to yourself what love actually means to you and how you expect to be treated. And then ask yourself the question of, do you treat yourself like that? Everything that you would expect from another, do you give that to yourself? Are you the person that loves you the most, or do you expect somebody to do that for you? Because the divine is telling you that until you learn to love yourself and you learn to receive that love from yourself, you will never receive it fully from anybody else. That's what the lesson is here. The lesson is self-love. Okay. So also for the people that are on the twin flame journey, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I don't know whether you've seen the post, but I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that a lot of twins are going to come into union. But this isn't always union on the 3D plane, because there are a lot of twins here that are separated. They're on different timelines, different dimensions. They physically don't have soul purpose together here at this time. And so there are a lot of twins that are almost mourning each other because they want to be connected to themselves so badly. The divine is telling you, you have the power to do that at any given point, at any given time. All you have to do is tune in. You don't have to look outward for something that you already have. Your twin is just somebody who has your soul's frequency. And yes, you have divine purpose, but understand most of that divine purpose is in the lesson of just meeting your twin. Because the type of Kundalini, and Kundalini is just an energy rise, but the Kundalini that ends up flowing and the lessons that you end up going through are sometimes so painful and so soul destroying that actually it ends up with you knowing yourself to a degree that you never knew yourself of before. And that's the whole point of this journey. The whole point of this journey is for you to be in union with yourself. And knowing that whether your twin is on this plane or not, that they are always with you. You can always feel them in your heart and your soul. You can always connect with them because they're always around you. You'll continuously dream about those people because you astral travel with them. You're here, you are together on more than one timeline, and the 3D is not the be all and end all. This is the material plane, but in spirit and everything above, you are always and will always be together because they are your soul's frequency. So this is more about acceptance. Acceptance that whether your twin is with you at this given moment in time, to know that you can love them from wherever you are, that you can be in union with them wherever you are, that they don't have to physically be in front of you in order to give you this love. Neither do you have to physically be in front of them in order to receive it. If you love yourself properly and you understand this journey, then this is going to make a lot of sense to you. Carry around green stones, meditate, give gratitude to nature, your family, your friends. Spend time with children that are under 7, babies, you know, those beautiful creatures that see the magic in everything and that love everything unconditionally because they haven't been programmed otherwise so far. If you're really struggling, that's one of the main things that you need to be doing, because children do end up tapping into your inner child and bringing out that beautiful, playful side that only children have. So I hope that this message helped you and gave you a bit of clarity. Some of you are actually going to feel really nice at this time because it's going to feel like your chest is doing this, and mine's already started, if I'm being honest with you, doing this really beautiful fluttery butterfly thing. Almost feels like I've got butterflies but in the top of my chest. You know when you get really nervous and then you get butterflies in the bottom of your stomach and you're like, oh, that feels weird. Well, this is that, but right here. It's actually quite a beautiful feeling. For those of you that are blocked, you may experience a little bit of cough, a little bit of chest infections, and I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I'm just saying this because obviously the divine is going to be energetically clearing quite a lot of people. There may be some of you that go through your dark night of the soul and have to go through a real tower moment with somebody that you love in order to gain perspective on what love actually is for you. But they're saying whatever happens, whichever way that this goes, whichever direction that this portal sends you in, accept it, receive it, and know it's for your highest good and for your highest good only. This is going to make you understand. No, this is going to make you understand what love, what true, genuine, unconditional love truly is. But understand that that starts with you and nobody else. No one else can love you until you love yourself. No one else is going to give you the love that you deserve until you give you the love that you deserve. Have a wonderful day, beautiful people, and I will speak to you all again very soon.